Hey, so here's the plan. Okay, here I am. Hey, how are you? I wanted to thrift a bunch of tiny little frames and make cute little paintings in them. Here's one, just giving you an example. Okay. Now here I get distracted by my giant zit forming in the middle of my messy eyebrows. That is a sight to behold. Now I'm measuring the paper for the frames, and I kind of did these in batches, like I would do like 3 or 4 at a time, and just cut the paper up, and I just measured by the paper that was already in there or the back of the frame on watercolor paper, because the vibe was watercolor background with pastels on top, and that's what I was doing. Oh, look, it fits. Yay, good job. Now, a bunch of these, I started doing this, I went to Goodwill. And you know what? Great place to find some frames. But, it's on the other side of town, and I don't like to leave the house. And also, it's like, okay, you run out. I need a bunch of tiny ones. I did get over my head though, because I have the too much gene, as Jenna Marbles has said, and I get ahead of myself. I go too hard, Like, hey, take a step back. Maybe you don't need to get as many as you possibly can to hoard in your where you have no room for them. And maybe I just get excited about collecting things, I guess, because like I'm gonna collect these and then paint in them and match the paintings kind of to the frames. But I started this also because I'm selling them with the frames, obviously. That's the whole thing. Here's another one. Look at the little details. Ugh, are you kidding? I discovered frame lot of frames on eBay. Now where it's like a lot of frames, I like to get the tiny frame ones, and so it comes with like, say 10, say 11. I don't know. Sometimes there's more, and sometimes there's junk ones in there. But like I see some of them. Most of them are good, or like there's one that I'm like I have to have that, and it's worth it, and the rest of these look good. But there's a couple that are like, hey, what's that in here for? It's like they just threw it in because they don't know what to do with it. So they're just kind of like, I'm just going to throw it in this thing and make these people take it. And I respect that, I guess. This one, that was a little bejeweled one that she gave me for free, actually. So shout out to whoever that was. I don't remember. I've bought so many of these on eBay. The thing about eBay is they jack up the prices sometimes, which, whatever, do your thing. Whereas if you go to Goodwill, you're going to get them for like $2. Also, you have to pay shipping, and shipping on eBay sucks. It's like always like $11 or more. And also, I get it because they're breakable. And most of these people on eBay, here I am. See, I can't even chill to make them. I'm still looking at them on eBay. There's just something about searching on eBay and online for ones, and it's just like so fun. It's addicting a bit. I love to collect, what can I say? But I was also going to say, some sellers on eBay, they pack those frames as if their life depended on it, and I appreciate that, Like, they're wrapped in like 7 different types of paper, 2 layers of bubble wrap, and I'm like, all right, this is almost a bit much, but I appreciate it. Because then you have your other sellers that literally, I had one threw 3 frames stacked on top of each other in a plastic bag in a mailer and sent them to me. And I said, hey bestie, maybe like don't do that. I haven't gotten frames on Etsy, but I've also discovered like vintage and thrifted stores. What do they call them? Because it's not, I guess it's vintage stores on Etsy, and I had the most fun looking for decor on there. Because I bought a house. Did I tell you that was in the last video? I still haven't uploaded it yet. Maybe I will before this one. Who knows? So I am just, another thing to search and collect. Bunch of fun decor. I love it. I love it. I already have enough, probably. No, I don't. I did get some. I just love decor, and so it is overflowing out of my room and my office. So I did get things from my office, and obviously I'm moving my room to the house. But also, look at me. No, the air came on. Go away. I turned the air off, no one worry, okay? But I am watercoloring the background of this watercolor paper. What a fun, nice, just grassy blobs. I added a sky to this one, but it was still wet, so they kind of blended together, but that's okay. That's fun. And I don't know if it bothers anyone that I don't tape down my paper. When you see other artists and they've got like tape around the edges of it because it makes it way easier. I don't do that. And that's because I haven't gotten tape. And also, yeah, that's about it. Something about, hey, why are we being, what is happening right now? See, I tape it down with a piece of washi tape, kind of, and that doesn't always work. Okay, I'm gonna have to edit this out. BRB. I think because every time I think of it, I'm doing something else. I'm either already sitting down to make it, or I'm editing this, and for some reason, I can't just pull out my phone and be like, do tape. It's weird, but this is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to. Okay, sorry. Here we go. This is a story, y'all. Oh my gosh. Everybody calm down, okay? I'll calm down, I promise. I also, I don't want a border. Could I have one? Could I have a border on these paintings? I guess. Something about it, man. I want that paint to go all the way to the edge of the paper. But I guess I could do that because they're going in frames. And also, I don't know. I just never have. And I never will. Just kidding. I might. But I don't really care. I care a little bit. I've been talking about it for a while now. For about like a minute. Or however long it's been. I wouldn't know. I'm just hanging out with you. We're doing a bunch of backgrounds. But when I was talking about how I do too much and I bought way too many frames all at once, it wasn't all at once. It was like over the course of a few. Are you kidding me? Did I not cut this out either? Did I not edit this video? Hello? Hey, you're just a part of it right now, okay? I'll be right back. I'm gonna edit this out. Well, usually I edit the video, like I crop the clips, I speed up whatever. I edit it. I just don't do the voiceover until later, usually. It depends, but that's how this is. I don't know when I edited this because it's been sitting here for a while. And then I went on vacation and now I'm here. I'm like, I should do the voiceover for this, so I am. That's why I don't remember what I've edited. I probably wouldn't remember anyways, even if I had just done it. It's okay. Everything's fine. This one I'm doing kind of like a hill. We're at an angle. That's fun. Hey, look. We're doing something. Is this one of the ones we did? I already forgot. This is like a darker, more muted background, and I'm doing pastels, and these are the centers for the little white flowers. There's a really loud car on the road, and I need to be quiet, please, thank you. And now we're doing white. Do, 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 do. And something about these with pastels, I eat it up every time, and I love it. It's delicious and amazing, and I love to look at it. And I love them so much. And they just add a little flavor, a little variety, Love them. A little bright pop of bright white with I love doing the shading on the, what do you call this? The centers of the flowers. Do the light color. Cool. I just remembered I have something to tell you. Okay, several things. So last night, just kidding, the night before, I went to see Noah Kahan in concert. Incredible, amazing, show-stopping, never seen before. I've never been to an outside venue. Okay, that's not true. I went to, not like that though. It was, sorry, I forgot the name of the venue, but I really, really liked it. And I started looking up all the other concerts that are there, and I want to go to them because it was a vibe. It was great. There were trees everywhere. It went with his vibe. It's like we were in a forest. It was something Chastain, something Park Amphitheater. Who cares? It was in Atlanta. And great. I also had to sell one of my tickets because my friend couldn't go. And the whole time I was like, who's gonna sit next to me? Who is it? Who is it? And then she finally sat down, and she's just like a girl my age, I think. But I didn't say anything because I have social anxiety. But I thought about being like, hey, wanna be our friend because my friend couldn't come and you got her ticket? Just kidding. Anyways, so we're all sitting there, we're chilling. I went with my brother and his girlfriend, and someone taps me on the shoulder. No, I don't know what she said. Maybe she was like, "Excuse me," I don't remember. And she goes, "Are you Katie's Canvases?" And I was like, "Oh my word!" And I wish I could show you the face I was making. I'll show you. Hold on, let me video it. So I turn around. She asks if I'm Katie's Canvases, and I'm just like, my face was stuck like this the whole time. So she's talking to me. She's like, "Oh my gosh." Honestly, like I blacked out, I think a little bit. But she had my phone case, one of my Case-to-5 phone cases with the forest floral design. And I like pointed at, I was like, so I said, I was like, "Yeah. Oh my gosh." And so she's talking to me, and I'm just like, and then I pointed at her phone case. I'm like, "I love that. Thank you so much." And then she was like, "Okay, I just wanted to say something, and okay, bye." And I was like, "Okay, bye." But I was frozen like this. So yeah, that's my story. Someone came up to me. It's happened twice other than that. One time at a kind of craft fair type place. I didn't have a booth. I was just chilling. And then other time was in Walmart. Anyways, I just sometimes it's not that I have a big head, okay? It's not that I think that people know me, because my face doesn't even show half the time. I kind of show it more now. But if you're only just a casual, like, oh, you see couple videos every now and then, especially my most popular ones, they don't have my face in it. But sometimes I see people stopped, and that's so funny because at the concert we were standing in line, and these group of girls were walking by, and they kind of stopped, and were like all whispering, and I was like, oh my god, what if they know me? What if they And then that happened later while I was sitting down, and someone did know me. But yeah, so that's crazy. Again, not that I think people would know me or should know me. It's just like, it's just kind of a social thing where I'm just overly aware of everything that's happening. So, and I also make things up in my head of, you know, things about people and things that are going on. Like, so that's part of it where I'm just like, oh, they're totally talking about me. Cool. So, anyways, look how fun this is. It's coming together. We got some colors. It's real nice. I love this one. I tried to add some fun texture and definition with a colored pencil, and it kind of carved in to some of it. So that was fun. I try to do that more with oil pastels because I get to a point where I'm like, okay, this is too tiny and I can't do any detail, which I like sometimes. I like that it's all just blobs, but sometimes I'm like, give me something more, please. I need to get some detail in here, you know? So, yeah, I don't know, what do we talk about now? Let's talk about the frames. So, is this the only one that I show in this? No, there's another one, I think. This is part one because I have more. I just didn't want to make it an hour-long video, which I've done before, but it's fine. I have a couple things, plus a bunch of these that I'm collecting that I'm gonna sell. I don't know when, and I don't know how. No, I did start taking pictures of some. I still need to figure out pricing and stuff, because it's including the frames and how I'm gonna pack them to keep them safe and warm at night. What? No, to keep them safe in their boxes as they travel to their new homes. Let's go back to talking about my house, because that's been on my mind for a while now, obviously. And I hope to do a video on here, kind of. I've been getting some footage of stuff. But I don't know how people who vlog do it, because it takes away, if you're trying to constantly video everything you're doing, it takes away the joy from it a bit. And it just adds another thing where I'm like, I can't. So when we're going shopping, I get a few clips, I try to, but also I just want to enjoy it, you know? And I also just, I can't do that in public. No. So I think it's going to be a vertical YouTube video. I tried that for a last painting video, and I don't know, it's kind of fun. It also makes it easier for me because all my other platforms are vertical. Anyways, I like looking I like vlogs because you can look back on them and it's like like, oh, look at that time. But in the moment, I'm usually like, I don't want to film that. Like the act of filming it is, I'm like, no thanks, never mind, I'm not gonna do it. But the idea of it is fun, and if you do it, then afterwards it's like, okay, yeah, that's cool to look back on. Anyways, but I've already had people asking about Ella. I don't know if y'all know about Ella as much as Instagram. She was famous in my TikTok videos. Not as much because I haven't been doing that at the end, but I used to, at the end of every big painting video, she's the Ella, okay. She's the art critic, Ella the art critic. That's my cat. She's like 17 years old. She's been my cat. I've grown up with her. My best friend, my BFF. I always said, if she dies, I die. And that's not true. But on the inside, yeah. She's actually really healthy. The vet is like shocked every time we go. And the vet's like, surely she has this, this, and this. And then she tests it. And she's like, oh, no, she doesn't. And I'm like, that's right. You tell her, Ella. Anyways, she lives in my room. Always has. And she doesn't like anybody else except me. And I respect that. That's very valid. And but with the dogs in the house, I think has been she's been having issues, and I think it's like anxiety related. Well, she's an anxious cat, okay, but I think she like loves my bed, and she has a spot under my bed that she feels safe, and she loves it. So I'm using the same bed and I'm bringing it over, so she'll have that. And why I'm just like talking about my cat. This is my podcast, as I've said before. So I don't know what you expect from me. I will ramble. And anyways, because my whole family's like, oh my god, is she gonna be okay? Everybody's asking like, hey, what are you gonna do about Ella? Like, is she gonna be okay moving to a new house? Because she needs her safe place. You know, she like loves. She's got to be in my room. I'm like, well, she'll have my room. The whole house can be her safe space because there are no dogs there. Because we tried to accommodate it for her because we put a cat door on my door so she can get in and out easily. And we put a cat door. There's like a closet literally right next to my room. That is her litter box. It used to be upstairs, but yeah. So, but even then, we got Opie, our newest dog, and he is obsessed with me too, as he should. And he's always looking for me. And that I'm usually in my room. And when I am in my room, he likes to just sit with his head through the cat door and just watch and look for me. And so then I think that, so it's not, she can't even get to the litter box that's right next door because he's guarding it. And there's no living in harmony, you know? She's really old. She's not going to change her ways. And they are just who they are. So it is what it is. I think it's going to be an adjustment, but it'll be really good for her because she's going to have space, you know? And she's not going to have the dogs. The dogs are staying at my parents' house, obviously. They have the backyard, even though I can just walk through the gate and into their backyard, into the house. I did that tonight actually. Because we also got the dogs when I was an adult living there. So it's like they're my dogs too. And so I'm like, ugh, I don't want to leave them, but it's okay. And I'm right next door. And that's also why I love that I'm right next door, because I take care of them during the day, and I can just walk over and check on them or whatever. I think it'll be really good. Did you see me do my excited hands? Because I was so excited about that tree. Oh, look, I'm doing a tree. I hope to do more of these too. I did a little strawberry house. I didn't do a video of that on here, but it's on TikTok and everywhere else. And it was so cute, and I wanted to do a little collection of fairy house type ones. So this is a little door and a tree, and I just surrounded it by flowers. I'm excited to have my own space in general, but I thought of this the other night, and I'm really glad, back to Ella, I'm really glad that not that she's gonna die anytime soon, okay? She's gonna live forever, as I said. But when she does, I'm glad I won't be in that room that we grew up in most of our lives, me and her, without her. Because just the thought of that has always depressed me so much that I, like, can't even, so I'm glad she's moving with me, and we get to have our own little space, and then I won't be living in that room. So I like my room. It's just me and Ella's room, so I don't want to be in it without her. Oh. And my family, Mom makes a comment sometimes. If I'm like, we were at the vet and she's having issues with like back pain, obviously, because she's 1,000 years old. Ella is. And so the vet was like recommending this bed for her, and Mom made a comment, and she's like, what? She was like, well, she's not going to be around for that much longer. So don't be buying her fancy stuff. And I was like, I will buy her the fanciest bed in the whole world. Don't you dare say that. I will fight you right now. So she likes her old crusty bed under the bed though. Like she doesn't like new stuff that I get her anyway. So whatever. Maybe Mom's onto something, but not for that reason. Mom, shut up. And I was talking to my brother, and he was like, I feel like Ella's gonna just like die if you put her into a new space. And I was like, what is up with you people? Like, that is my child. No, she's more like, as she's me as a cat. Anyways, look at me putting these in their frames. How cute. And I liked using yellows and stuff so it matched the gold, and I added gold in there too. I got these gold pastels, and they're awesome. Anyways, I'll see you later. Bye. Love you. Bye.